Hello, everyone. You are watching Valentina Design Universe, a place where you can be inspired by people who do artists and craftspeople who do special things in their lives. Hi, I'm Valentina Cirasola, your host. In this new series called Inspiration From, we will get to know various people in different arts and trades. And today, my guest is an Italian eco social designer. His name is Luca Gnizio. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right, Gnizio. He says carbon fiber, plastic, marble, tire, and old blue jeans appear to have little in common, and yet one artist has used them as all medias to express his creativity, especially to express his passion for protecting the environment. Luca Gnizio, originally from the northern Italian town of Lodi, studied industrial design in Milano, where he also began his career and his quest to transform manufacturing waste from an ecological and social cost into a precious commodity. World leaders such as Maserati, BMW, Piaggio, ex Bionic, and Levi Strauss are among the multinational commissioning Luca Gnizio's work with his innovative approach and and create new value from the waste of the manufacturing cycle. This sounds very interesting, but I will let him talk about the specialty of his art and his design. So let's welcome Luca Gnizio. Hello, Luca. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Valentina, for having me on your show.
My pleasure. I am so eager to know what is that you do to people's uh, mm, ideas of recycling. It's I've seen your design, I've seen your work, but for people thinking of recycling, they might think this one thing can be transformed into something else. But you do something very spectacular. And I want you to tell all about it. What is exactly that you design, that you do?
Eco-social design, it means true connection because I'm looking for every time new solution to recycle the waste material of the multinational company and so on. So my idea at the beginning was to transform, the waste, the lost money of the company into a new special thing, new design, a new piece of art. And years by years, I understood that for me was the most important, to connect also the help for the community associations. So for me, was not enough, just to looking for new solution to the company, but to create with my heart the possibility to mix the help of the green and the community association. And after other years, I understood that for me, the most important things was to connect more and more company and community association all together, So my heart was not just for one company, but for, I don't know, for example, for the project with Levi's, I connect more than 300 shops to recycle the marble. I connect more the 88 companies here in Tuscany. So my idea is that we can do more than just recycle. We can create a new kind of art with the recycle.
I know, but this, the company that I mentioned, BMW, Piaggio, ex Bionics, and Levi Strauss, Maserati, they're different people. They produce different products. So how do they use your idea of their waste into made into something new? How do they're different companies, so I would think they do different things with your design. right?
I mean, it depends on the company. I mean, depends on the company. They every time they looking for different way to to explain their sensibility to the problem of the of the pollution. So, for example, just to let you understand. In my experience with BMW in Germany has been really exciting because at the beginning they said, okay, we want to send you our discarded material that it was the carbon fiber because they did the electric car made of carbon fiber, and then after several different application, I understood that everything made of carbon fiber it's already done in a rigid rigid structure. And so I said, okay, we have to transform this waste in a new material, in a new way of carbon fiber, but in this case in soft material. So I patented. So just to say that recycle is not just to push something together and then okay I create a new recycle, but it's realized with a lot of study and elaboration and prototypes, and then in this occasion I created 2 patents with the same waste. So I created a new fabric, really interesting. It's the first carbon fiber fabric that can be also transparent. So it's funny because it looks like a marble, the Belgian marble black, and then depends on the light, it became transparent. And my second patent made of carbon fiber has been the crystal. The name is a For Soul, and it's the first time that you can see inside of the crystal a real fabric. And so the peculiarity is that I had a new decoration into the incredible world of the glass. For example, that you can decorate the glass with the gold, with the silver, with the colors.
Right,
But
right.
this is the first time that you can see into the glass a real fabric, and the effects are unique, because you can see the roach effects, but it depends on the light. It became, silver. And because of this peculiarity, for example, my invention now is in permanent in the Museum of Murano, and right now in an exposition, the Museum Alessandro Garda in Ivrea, and with an important, exposition around the world with the minister. Is for 3 years in the Italian Minister of Foreign Affairs. So I think a recycled can be also sophisticated projects.
I'm sure it can because you have not only the abilities, but being in Italy, you have people with open mind that can allow things like that because Italy is known for avant-garde designs and especially in the modern designs. I mean, it's and we have endless possibility of material that can be used in something that is we see it in this regular way the many times we've seen it the regular way but can be transformed in a new way. So the fiber that you created for, let's say, BMW, what do they do with that fiber, the fabric? It became fabric. So what do? They use it as their seat for their cars, or they use it for something else?
I mean, the material is mine, so the decoration are not connected to the BMW brand, but is my own design.
Right.
And yeah, I am creating with the second patent, so with the glass, everything made of glass. Now I created the new way with my patents, and the fabric you will see in some months the new creation. So it's about new interior design and new fashion and so on.
So it can be made. Those fibers can be made into clothing, right?
Yes, it is.
Wow, incredible. So, do you have something that you want to show us? I'm really eager to know what is that it's so fantastic in the new world of the waste, of the industrial waste. What
I
do
can
you have?
try.
Okay, let's see
I
what
can
you
try
have.
to let you see something.
We will in a minute see something really extravagant and really beautiful. Here we go. Yes. Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes, you
Okay.
can. Yes, it's visible. So you can tell us about.
Yeah.
Is this the fiber you created out of something else?
Yeah, I'm very proud, to let you see my first piece. This is the first street made with the asphalt. So it was just an incredible provocation more than 10 years ago when I start, and my idea was I want to explain it to everybody that we just need to say. We can do everything we want, so we can really recycle everything we want, and so it was a provocation, and at the beginning people said, oh Luca, you are crazy, can you imagine an asphalt chair? And honestly, this one is incredible, because thanks to this culture, I arrived in Tuscany. I started my new life in Tuscany, and then as I told you some minutes ago, now this chair has been selected, to the important exhibition around the world by Silvana Nicchiarico for the Italian Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. So
Nice.
it's funny because
All
after
that
10
from the
years,
asphalt. Yeah.
can you imagine?
Okay. Very
So
nice. Yes.
so artworks as well. And for example, this one, it's already a chair, and you can ask me why every time chair, not because people needs about a new chair, but because I select this idea of the chair as an icon, to as a simple word, to talking about different problematic, different pollution problematic. In this case, for example, we are talking about the problem of the desertification, and it's interesting because if you touch it, the shape will be changed, every time, and it's like a live piece, So
So
you
how
are
do you sit on something that if you touch it, it will change shape? How do you sit on something that is not stable? Is it stable? I mean, I don't say it's stable, but it moves.
yeah, exactly.
How do you sit?
Mm, it depends on your interpretation, because you can sit down, you can cover yourself, you became the protagonist, and I love this idea, because in every pieces, you are the protagonist. It means like I do my piece of art for the 80%, and the other percentuality is made from the people who want to connect to my heart.
Mhm. Yes.
This is an artwork too, and this is the same peculiarity that you can have like the desert, the movement,
Right.
and also
This
this.
is stone, marble.
Yeah, this is terracotta, so the recycle of the terracotta.
Uh huh.
So just to let you understand my peculiarity, in this case, this lamp is strange, because I recycled the fluorescent tubes,
Uh huh. Yes.
so they were definitely already gone, already dead,
Hmm.
and thanks to three really small lights, LED, you have the special effects on the right. on the right, you can see the effects. It's like the water, you know.
Yeah.
So it's particular because you used to switch on, switch off the light, but in this case, you are the protagonist and you design, you know, the light. So it's yeah, it's
you
just
can light
to
it. You can light
yeah,
the way you want it, right?
yeah, exactly. You just need to touch it.
So it seems like most of your pieces are interactive.
Exactly, exactly.
Right. Okay.
And just to let's understand the mission every time in my job, these pieces are the recycle of the plexiglass, and you see several pieces. It's because the company every day have to recycle, you know, the plexiglass, and because they used to cut every day different dimension sides of plexiglass. In this structure, they don't care about the dimension, the colors of the waste, but they can introduce into this structure, and they have immediately a new lamp. So when I'm looking for the solution to the company, I have to first of all understood the most the biggest waste into the company, and then try to put, you know, the company in a position to reduce their waste.
So these are lighting, right?
Exactly.
They're lighting for outdoor. They're outdoor lighting, right?
And as I told you, my idea of chair is every time an icon, you know, to talking about the different problematics. And in this case, a community to help the you know, to sensibilize the problem of the water, asked me to create something like a manifesto, you know, to talking about the problem of the plastic first of all, but at the same time also about the problematic of the building construction that are the, you know, the most important you know, problem of the water pollution, you know. So if you see, you know, every time in the chair talking about different ways. And for example, this sculpture was in Viareggio, where I live. And you can see, I don't know if you can see very well the screen, but I I was inside of the plastic, you know.
Yes, I can see that.
And yeah, because of the, you know, problematic of the plastic in the sea, and of course also the animals in different situation.
So what have you created with this?
Pardon?
What have you created with this?
You can see that it's another time a chair, you know. On the left you can see the chair that became like you know, a incredible water, you know. On the left the water is already transparent, and going to the right, it's more colored, but it's a you know, a little bit strange, because a colored doesn't mean positivity or you know, happiness, but colored by plastic, you know.
Right, yeah. Okay.
And I'm very proud to show you this one. And this is D'Annunzieco, and this is in permanent in the Vittoriale degli Italiani in Italy. And it's really particular because it's made about the recycle of the you know, the walls of the Vittoriale degli Italiani were definitely really dirty, you know. So the paper that they used to clean the historical walls became a stronger material, and with this roach material, you know, I created different panels. And it's a really sophisticated and romantic too, because only in one perspective moment you can see the real face of D'Annunzio. And if you change you know, the position of your body,
Actually, I'm seeing
it
that
can
if you
disappear.
squint, yeah, if you squint your eyes, you can see the face of D'Annunzio.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So this is a nice sculpture.
And then because plastic it can be, of course, a new resource. I create a new packaging that can transform the PET into a new bubble wrap, and you don't need to use particular plastic tape. You don't need to put inside the typical polystyrene,
Yeah.
but you have inside an airbag, so you can change the dimension of the airbag, depends on the object that you have to introduce there. And you don't need to use the typical tape. And of course you have and different system, to protect the shipping. But the peculiarity is that there is a new concept. I mean, you receive this packaging, and you will use it again forever. It's the same idea of, exactly. It's the same idea of your bag, the bag that you used to go, to the supermarket, that you can use it forever, and not like some years ago, just the plastic that you can use one time. And as I told you, the recycle connect more companies together. In this case, the project with Levi's connect more shops together. In this particular project, I connect more the 80 companies and also community association, and to create something with the recycle of the marble. And this is the fabric that I told you about, my first patent with the recycle of the carbon fiber. And it's really visible that the same layer, on the right is like a marble, and on the left it's totally transparent.
Right.
And
So how does this fabric wears? Does it make you sweat? Does it breathe? Does it have? Is it cool feeling on the body? How does it wear?
Yeah, exactly. And in this case, in the chair, you are invited, to modify the shape, so you became in a sculpture. And then when you think to create something really, strong and roach,
Right.
with different light, the effect is the opposite, and
Right.
it's
So my question was, does the fabric that you create for clothing, will it wear well? Is it?
exactly, yeah, it's a waterproof.
It's a waterproof, but does it breathe? Like
Yeah,
linen, cottons. For the summertime, we need these kind of natural materials that will keep our body cool. And how does this eco-sustainable fiber do? How does it do for your body? Is it cool to wear?
yeah, it depends on the different decision of the fashion. It can be cool, or it can be this different solution can be study about the sensibility of the people to use it. Of course, it's not that kind of material, that kind of fabric, like silk, that you feel comfortable, of course, because you must imagine it like typical technical material, so it can be improved, the soft touch. You could improve the sides of the material, so it can be used like a really light or a more strong sides. So it depends on the different situation.
Use of it. So the manufacturer of these fabrics will have to process more to make the
Yeah,
fabric
exactly. Of course.
living. Okay. Well, this is nice. It's opened up a new horizon, and this is the glass I can see, right? This is the glass that you did with it. You can see fiber through it, right?
Exactly, perfectly. And as you told me, on the right you can see the transparent because you can see exactly
Right.
the carbon fiber inside, and
Yeah.
on the left the the silver effects.
Right. So
And yeah,
you are. I know we're kind of pressing for time. This is very nice. It opened up a wide horizon for people to understand that recycling is not just as simple as taking it from, let's say, taking the plastic from the beach and collecting them and send it somewhere else. It's a material that can be used for art, sculpture, and to just express yourself in a very different way. And you've done very, very well. So
thank
I'm
you so much.
saying that you have a brighter future in front of you. So you're now exhibiting somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in two different expositions. So I'm in the Museum of Piero Alessandro Garda Civic Museum in Ivrea, and I'm since May now. I'm in Praga, and then I will be in Qatar, and then in Shenzhen in December in Hong Kong. So for 3 years with the with this exhibition called Tree Design.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with the Italian Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. There is this exposition curated by Silvana Nicchiarico, and I will be in the Italian institutes around the world. So I'm
Very
very happy because
nice.
we are just 50, and there are the incredible names there. So I'm very proud to be
Yes,
there,
yes,
honestly.
absolutely. Yes. Italian are still inventors. So, if someone wants to visit you, where do they visit you? Do you have a website that they can go to?
Yeah, for sure. Every people can find me, can follow me on web, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, and with Luca Gnizio. So it's easy, to find me. If
Yes.
they can understand my surname, it's easy.
Okay. And if you have a message for the future generation, what would it be?
Good, good question. um, yeah, I can just say that we have to think that everything can be already created, and the resource it's changed, and the sensibilization now it's definitely different. So I'm happy to understand that today the sensibilization of the new generation is totally more into the green, so I can just say that they are the future, so they have to be happy, to have the possibility to create whatever they like in their life, and so they must be very strong, and do whatever they want, into positive things.
Right, absolutely. And learn from you, the master, on how to use, reuse, and and rebirth, because all these materials have been in nature forever. But to try to find a new possible use for it and different than what it has been, that is a very challenging, right? It's a very challenging process. So they can learn from you, the master. So at the time, and now we are out of time. Unfortunately, I would have liked to know a lot more, but maybe later on, if sometimes in a few months, you will come back again and tell us where you are.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
I want to thank you for being here and show us all this nice possibility
Thank
of
you.
doing reusing the waste, industrial waste, in something different and creative. And I want to thank everyone for being here watching Valentina Design Universe. Until the next episode, I just say thank you and goodbye. Peace, love. Thank you, Luca. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
again. Bye bye.
Bye.